It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, November 19th, 2019, 7 a.m.
It's a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
It's already warmed up. It's 49, 50
I know,
degrees.
it's going to be nice. I can live with
Wow.
this. I can live with this.
You betcha. Beautiful weather. See the sun already coming up. Wow, it's going to be a pretty day.
It is. It is.
They've got some rain moving in later on in the week, but, you know, we got some pretty weather right now.
I know you've looked. Is it going to cool it down?
I don't know. Haven't looked.
Okay, we'll look at when we get to the weather.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I figured you were on top of it, but again, I was wrong.
I don't know. I just clicked and refreshed. I haven't looked at it. So I did watch Channel 3 weather yesterday about noon, and I think we got some rain coming in. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis, and prayer today is going to be by Jackson. And then Cheyenne Hogan's here. We got a quick announcement for her so she can get on to school. Right now, I need to tell you about Brewed Awakening Coffee. They've been my sponsor for a long, long time. Just brought in another big old bag of fresh ground coffee.
That should last you a couple days.
An hour or so.
The way you go through it.
As you heard Jacqueline say in the introduction, 3 locations to serve you. You've got Balmer Boulevard, which coming up at 7:02 in the morning. We'll be getting busy between now and 8. We've got Highway 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness, and of course Baxter Regional's lobby. Right now, it's being totally remodeled and refurbished.
It's going to be nice. They're going to have a nice little coffee bar, and then some sitting areas for people, and they're really going to dress it up. It'll be nice when they get all done.
Right now, Brewed Awakening at the hospital is out behind or out beside the cafeteria. There's a little garden area out there, picnic area, and they're just out there in a little trailer temporarily once they get the remodel done. Then they'll be ready to serve you again in great style. The best coffee in town. And so, if you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Appreciate them being a sponsor on the show for a long time. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, right here in Mountain Home. Talk to Charlotte, Bruce, Brad, Chris. Professional, caring, loving, professional.
You said that twice. Caring and loving, you might as well throw that out again.
Okay.
No, and like I say, when it comes to Roller Funeral Home, you want to see the difference, just go talk to one of them. All you got to do is sit down with one of them. You'll find out where their heart and their passion really is. They want to help. They know you're in a bad situation and or a bad time in your life and a loss, and they're going to be there for you, and they're going to make things as easy as possible.
They sure will. Today we have Jackson. He's a 4th grade student from Mountain Home Christian Academy, one of the other fine students. Mountain Home Christian Academy teaches no Common Core, takes no government monies. If you can help them financially, they would appreciate the gift. 424-6622. These kids are getting these students, get a fine education. And we look forward. Scooter and I look. Hey, the kids are coming in.
we love having you guys coming in and doing this. Really do.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It means a lot.
So once again today, Jackson will be bringing our morning prayer. Jackson.
Dear God, thank you for this day, and please help the sick. Please help the people who have no food and are hungry. Thank you for dying on the cross for our sins. Help us to be thankful for the things we have this Thanksgiving season. Please help the President Trump for him to make good decisions. Please help all the other future presidents as well. Thank you for all you do for us, and Jesus and I pray, amen.
Amen. Wow.
Amen.
Prayer today by Jackson, 4th grade student, Mountain Home Christian Academy. Once again, if you can help them financially, 424-6622. How's school going this year?
Good.
Good? Yeah. What's your favorite subjects this year?
Science.
You know,
science is getting some
popular.
All right. What's your least favorite subject? Let's see if he's going with
math.
There's another one.
No.
There's just a lot of kids that don't really care too much for math.
So, wow. So, a lot of good things going on at Mountain Home Christian Academy. Now, how was the, I had to miss the chili supper. I had my ticket, but I had to help down here for Lions Club the other day. So,
We didn't go.
Oh, couldn't go.
Town.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't either. I missed it, but I'm sure it was a lot of fun. Jackson, it's good to have. Hope you come back sometime. Once again, Roller Funeral Homes brings morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Hey.
You know, these kids, the students come in. Most adults won't do what they do.
I know.
I mean, they
it's
just come
amazing.
in and do it.
We've got a lot we can learn from, I tell you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jack, I got a question. Can you make a trumpet sound?
Bum-ba-dum.
The weather, that'll work. Kept me from doing it.
Do it again. That was good.
Bum-ba-dum.
There you go.
There you go. I like it. I'll live with it.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net is where we find the clear White River. Look at that. Look at that picture. That's a
You
live
see
shot of
the-
the White River. That
See
great?
the sun coming up.
See the
and-
sunrise? Wow. That is so nice. You can go to RetireToArkansas.net and you can go to live cam. There's a little camera icon where you can click pictures of that and use it for your desktop or screensaver. So, Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. From Mountain Home to Marshall to Mountain View, Gainesville to West Plains, they got the team assembled ready to serve you today. And once again, morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Jake, go over and do the weather. Can you see that right there? Can you see those? Scoot over a little bit. Come over here and do the weather with me. So all you gotta do is say Mountain Home 49, flipping 50, and just go down the list. Can you do that?
Yeah. Mountain Home 49, Flippin, 50, Harrison 47, Hillville 50, Salem 45, Calico Rock 49, Mountain View 32, St. Louis 45,
This is Poplar Bluff.
Poplar Bluff 40, West Plains 45, Branson 48,
And Watford City, North Dakota.
Wofford City, North Dakota 23.
Yay!
They finally cooled down.
They've
They've been running warmer than us.
they
It's
have.
been crazy.
Hey, good job, man. You're good.
You're a natural.
He's good, Eddie. On the national radar, we have a refresh button to hit. Arkansas and Missouri are clear, a little bit just northeast of Nashville, a little bit, well, a lot in northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin right now. And southeast getting a little bit from Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, a little bit of shower activity. A little bit of freezing precip up in New England and a little bit up in Montana, rain and stuff going on in Washington and Oregon like it normally does this time of year. Checking your highways in Arkansas, 62, 412 east and west is clear, 65 north-south, Little Rock, Branson. 67, 167, Little Rock to Poplar Bluff and Batesville in good shape. Your interstates, 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 in Arkansas, all clear at this time. I-70, Kansas City east to St. Louis through Columbia in good shape. I-44, Springfield, Joplin, Lebanon, Rolla. I-44 to St. Louis in good shape. I-55 coming out of Memphis to Blytheville to St. Louis, Cape Girardeau in good shape. Interstate 70 east to Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois in good shape. I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois east to Mount Vernon. No problems there, all, not bad at all. I-40's clear. I-27 at 57 looks good. Not bad at all. No watches or warnings for the middle part of the country right now. We do have some flood advisories in the desert in Arizona. That's weird, Various types of freezing and frozen type precip in Montana all the way through Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah. A little bit up in the New England area, but Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee in pretty good shape. Fog going on right now in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, southern Texas, southern Louisiana. Now we can look at the forecast here because I haven't read it yet. Today, high of 62, sunshine. Tomorrow, high of 64, increasing clouds. Clear tonight, low of 48. Wednesday night, an 80% chance of showers with a low of 52, a high of 68 on Thursday with an 80% chance. We've got an 80% chance of showers starting Wednesday night all the way through Thursday night. Friday, a 50% chance, and then rain and with a wintry mix with a low around 32. High on Saturday, 50 degrees. Not bad.
So the wintry mix is calling for what, Friday night?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but a low of 32 ain't going to do anything. Checking iDrive Arkansas, they've apparently opened up the dam again. The little icon showing that Norfolk Dam on 177 was closed is now removed from iDrive Arkansas. Should be at least one lane open, I'm assuming, there. And we do have an accident on I-30, exit 177 westbound lane on I-30. Other than that, no problems in Arkansas. Missouri checks out pretty good. All the highways there are clear in Missouri. And so, morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Once again, 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net. So, that map has really cleaned up on Missouri after, remember how it was early in the year with the floods up in the northwest part. And it's really cleared it up. So,
It has. Big difference.
yeah. Wow. Community calendar time. Cheyenne Hogan's here, and you're with FFA, correct?
Yes,
Jay,
sir.
tell us about that. What's going on?
Well, we are currently holding our annual chicken box sale, and
I get to build my own?
oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
They are 20-pound boxes of frozen chicken, and you can either get chicken tenders, which are $40, or chicken breast, which are $45.
Ooh.
It's very, very good.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Now, the chicken tenders are already pre-breaded?
Yes,
Okay.
they are. They are. And seasoned.
Can you nuke them, or you have to fry them, or you can put them in the microwave?
I wouldn't suggest putting them in the microwave.
Have to cook them, dudes.
Yeah.
Chicken, I would not suggest putting chicken in the microwave. It's just a feeling I've got, Dale, and I know
I think I want a box of those chicken.
I'm not even going to go there. I'm really not today.
Let's get Jackson's opinion.
I'm going to save face, and I'm not going to go there.
Yes, I would not suggest doing that.
Chicken box sale. This goes on for how long?
We get done the week after we get back from Thanksgiving break, so it...
December 2nd or so?
Yes. Yes. And then the chicken will be coming in either December or early January.
Good.
And I know that's for the FFA. What are you guys looking to use the money for? What are you trying to do?
Well, we just got back from National Convention, and we did spend money on roomings and everything, and so our chicken boxes were just kind of trying to get back to where we were before we went to National Convention. And students who sell like 12 boxes of chicken, we get to go on a Silver Dollar City trip with our chapter.
Ooh.
And we see who can, like, we have little contests. We see who can like sell the most chicken in a week or over the weekend or something. So
That's cool. How are you doing so far? Are you just starting out, or?
yeah, just starting out.
Okay.
Tell us real quick about FFA and the program. This is the top-notch program here, and you got back from National Convention. That's pretty cool. That was up in Indianapolis, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was. FFA is honestly a lot of fun. People usually think it's just like a farmer holding a pitchfork. That's the generic answer, but it's honestly so much more. Like, we go to so many places and we compete in so many different things. Like, we have our leadership development events, and our LDE teams just went to Siloam Springs for a practice competition, and Mountain Home brought home most of the first place trophies. So that was
This
very
FFA
exciting.
program here at Mount Home is top-notch.
It is, and there's
It's
so many
top-notch.
different
It really
facets to it. Like you said, you think FFA, you're thinking the pitchfork person, this and that, but there's so many facets to what they do, and they've got to learn business, they've got to learn leadership, there's so much more into
And you
it
can
than
tell
people
these
know
students
about.
that come in with that leadership training, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see it, that extra level. You really can. I've seen these students come in, and I tell you what, I'm very impressed with what I see with the FFA program here.
Our ag teachers do a very good job of teaching us well.
I agree. So once again, chicken box sale, $40 for tenders,
Yes.
$45 for chicken breast, and they'll come in either late December or early January.
Yes.
That's good.
What can they do to order? How do they order?
You can contact me, which my number is 870-706-7808.
That's a
Awesome.
good community calendar today, helping the FFA.
There you go.
That's really
There
good.
you go.
Okay, about break time, I want to thank Jackson for being here. Great job doing the prayer and the weather. He did very good on both
I
aspects.
think Jackson's going to have to take us into break.
Oh, yeah. Look at that camera right here. First camera.
I'll just look and say, hey, we're going on break. We'll be right back.
Say, Dale's
going
out of
on
coffee.
break.
You need to take a break.
All right, he said it. We're going on break. We're out
Be
of
right
here. Bye.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
I was involved in a wreck on the interstate. A friend and I was rear-ended by a drunk driver, and I was in excruciating pain. I started the chiropractor care along with massage therapy, and it has totally transformed my world. With God's help and the help of them, I've totally got my life back together, and I'm free of pain medicine, and I'm so grateful that I am where I need to be today.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net. Take a step. $7:18 on this Tuesday. Tina and Jamie are here with Area Agency on Aging, and we've got a lot more information for senior adults. So take it away, girls. Where do we start? You've got enough paperwork.
Welcome to something.
I see something here that says Medicare rights. I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah.
The right to remain silent.
Well, last time we started talking a little bit about some Medicare topics, and we had quite a good conversation, so I thought I would continue that again today. Mm-hmm. This information is from the Medicare Rights Center, so they provide a different topic every month that you can talk about. But this month, I have some good news and some bad news. So, which would you like first?
Good news. I like the good news.
Okay, so we'll go with the good news. Okay, so last month, whenever it was we were here, it feels like last week, we talked about original Medicare, which is Medicare A and B. Okay, so that's that basic Medicare that everybody kind of gets. Well, there are some there are some other parts of Medicare as well. There's A, B, C, D, and Medigap. Okay, so we talked about A and B. D is for drugs, so you have a drug plan. Or there's an option that combines benefits that you would get from A and B, as well as the drug benefit, and it combines into like one holistic plan, and that's called an Advantage plan. And it's also known as Part C, so that's where the C comes in. They kind of skipped it around, but so anyway, so Advantage plans have historically taken the basics that Medicare covers and the basics that a drug plan covers, which is what you have to have, otherwise you start incurring penalties. Mm-hmm. And it combines it all into one plan. And it structures the insurance a little bit differently. So when you have original Medicare, A and B, it's kind of like a flat, you pay your monthly premium, you have a pretty good chunk of a deductible, and then after that deductible is met, it's 80% Medicare pays, 20% you pay, in general. Not for every service, but for the most part.
Overall.
Well, that can be some pretty big chunks of money for people. So one of the things that an Advantage plan does is it kind of breaks it down into smaller pieces, more structured like an insurance would be that you have through an employer. So for example, with original Medicare A and B, you go into the hospital. Okay, they have a deductible, it's somewhere around $1,400. Whether you're there one day or you're there for 2 months, you have to pay that deductible. That's a pretty big chunk of money. Well, an Advantage plan, a lot of Advantage plans will break down the payment that you pay for the hospital per day. So you might pay $200 per day, $250 per day. It's to your advantage then, because if you're only there a day or two, which is most of the time what happens, then you're only out, $250, $500, whatever that might be. So that's a good part of that. Another good thing is sometimes it will include the drug benefit for very little additional premium, so that you kind of get that. For an additional charge, some of the Advantage plans will cover things like dental and vision, which is not something that Medicare covers. Original Medicare does not, and that's one of the things you need when you get older. Your eyes go bad, your teeth go bad, your hearing goes bad. Well, Medicare doesn't care. You don't get that covered.
We're still on good news, right?
This is good news. This is good news. An Advantage plan, a lot of Advantage plans, I can't say every one, but a lot of Advantage plans cover some of those things, some basic things. They might cover an exam or something like that, or they will allow a certain amount of money toward dental or vision or whatever. A lot of times you have to pay a small additional monthly premium for that, but it can be hard to get dental and vision insurance when you get older. So that's an advantage. So one of the additional things that has started for the year 2020, so this is coming up in January, Advantage plans are starting to cover something called supplemental benefits. Now, don't get this confused with Medicare supplements. That's a whole different thing. This is a supplemental benefit.
Different game on a different field, right?
Mm-hmm, it's a different game. And a lot of people will confuse supplements with Advantage plans. Supplements, I'll explain that in a minute. So this is a supplemental benefit that an Advantage plan will offer. Okay, and this is not something that Medicare covers at all. These are absolutely fantastic benefits that people need when they get older, and that only Advantage plans are starting to cover. Now, your Advantage plan might not offer these yet because a lot of Advantage plans are trying to get contracts with companies to provide these services, but this is one of the things that's supposed to start happening. Okay, beginning in 2020, if you have an Advantage plan and you have a chronic illness, to be considered chronically ill, you have to have at least one medically complex chronic condition that is life-threatening or significantly limits your health or function. You have to be at high risk of hospitalization or other negative outcomes, and you have to require intensive care coordination. So there are some things, and I don't know how they're going to determine, but they probably have a list of which things are considered chronic illnesses and all that. So you have to meet that category. And then these supplemental benefits are designed to address environmental factors that could affect your health, your quality of life, and your risk level for your chronic illness. So for example, asthma, COPD, breathing trouble, very common. A plan might cover services like home air cleaning. It's not something typically considered medical at all, but may cover a service like home air cleaning for members with severe asthma. So if you're on a plan and you have severe asthma, you might be able to get that service, but if you have mild asthma, then you may not. So I don't know how they're going to determine this, but that's one of the things. So some of the other things that they're going to do are things like meal deliveries. And I don't know that it's going to be like an everyday thing. I think it might just be, you know, you're at risk of hospitalization, we'll send you 2 weeks worth of meals to get you through, you know, once you get back home. Transportation. And this is non-medical transportation. A lot of these Advantage plans already cover transportation to get to your doctor. But this is going to be considered non-medical transportation. So I don't know exactly what all that's going to cover. Shopping, maybe? I don't know. And then the home air cleaners. So that's completely new. No Advantage plan has ever offered stuff like this. Some other things are adult daycare. Some Advantage plans are supposed to start covering adult daycare.
Really?
There's a lot of new things Advantage plans are supposed to be covering. We don't have a whole lot of details yet, but so if you have an Advantage plan, and so this will be, you know, you can't necessarily say a company because almost any of the health companies that are available here offer both an Advantage plan and a supplemental Medigap supplement. So, you know, I can't really necessarily say look at this company or look at that company because it could be any of them. But here's some questions to ask if you already have an Advantage plan, some things to look at about these supplemental benefits. So you want to know, is this definitely a supplemental benefit or is this a service covered under original Medicare? Because sometimes, you know, you get a lot of marketing materials in the mail. There's all kinds of stuff. Even I do. For some reason, plans think I'm 60 years old. I don't know. I get AARP stuff all the time and, you know, and like all this.
See what you got to look forward to?
And I get, I don't know.
It's just going to get worse.
I know. Well, and I get stuff in the mail and it looks tricky. It looks official. It looks like it's the real government stuff and it's not. But anyways, so sometimes these plans can send marketing materials that might seem like their plan covers extra services, but actually those services that they're advertising are covered by Medicare. So it's important to know what services Medicare actually covers and what's actually this extra benefit so that you're not tricked into buying a plan when that your current plan might already cover what they're saying you're going to get. So that's something to be watchful for. And if anybody's interested in finding out, we have lots of resources about, you know, these are the lists of things that are free because you have Medicare and you can get them with any plan. It's not just this one particular one.
Yeah. Keep in mind, we're still on good news here.
Yes, we are.
Wait till the bad news hits.
Oh, wait till the bad
news. You sure can't see any government stuff in this, can you?
So ask lots of questions. That's one of the things that you really have to ask a lot of questions, and you have to educate yourself and don't just assume that everything that you're presented with is the best, is correct, or whatever. You've got to do research for sure. You definitely got to do your research. So you can also ask, am I signing up for a Medicare Advantage plan because it contains one of these benefits? And did I also make sure that the plan's coverage will work for me? So, you know, you have to compare things like the monthly premium, what your co-payments are. Are they going to cover your prescriptions? Because that's a big one. Some plans, you know, two plans might look the same. You know, I might hear about these two big name brand plans that, oh, you know, my friend has this one and it covers her just fine, but she might not take the same medications that you take. And it can vary drastically from one plan to the next as on one medication. You know, that can really make or break. So you really got to do your research on that. And a lot of Advantage plans require networks. So you need to make sure your doctor is in network. And we've been finding out this year that there's a plan that a lot of people have that a lot of providers are choosing to no longer accept that plan. So we've been having to help people find other options for what's available. And so that's very frustrating because a plan can still market in this area. I don't know that there's a requirement for a certain number of providers to accept a plan before, they start selling. I don't know, but there's a lot of companies this year, a lot of providers, a lot of doctors' offices, hospitals that are saying we choose no longer to accept this plan, and so then you're out of network, and that can be a big problem. Is this a benefit offered to all enrollees of a Medicare Advantage plan, or is it special just because I have a chronic illness? So is this an optional benefit like the dental or vision that I need to sign up for? Is it only offered for the chronic conditions? Is it medically necessary? Does my situation meet that standard? So those are things you have to ask as well. Is there a cost associated with this benefit? It might have an additional premium. There might be additional copays and services, coinsurances. Is this plan's premium higher because they offer this benefit? Are there limits to how many times I can use this service? Because just kind of like a quantity limit on a prescription, there might be, you can only get meals for 2 weeks one time a year. I don't know exactly. That's something that needs to be researched because you can make assumptions very easily. Or is there a dollar amount limit? So like they might say you can receive adult daycare up to $1,000 a year, or whatever. I don't know. Those are all questions you have to find out from your plan. Are there restrictions on where or how I can access these services? Is it in network? Does it need a referral? That kind of thing. A lot of health insurances now are offering a case management program. So that case manager, social worker type person might have to talk with you. Is it cost effective? Is it a separate insurance? Does it require a private payment? Is it even covered? So is it worth it for the difference in the monthly premium? So there's a lot of different questions that you need to ask regarding these Advantage plans and the supplemental services.
That was the good news, folks. 7:32, time for a break. Bad news coming up. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference. It's almost 7:35. Visit with Area Agency on Engineering. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Here comes the bad news.
Here we go.
All right, I'll just skip on straight to the bad news. They've released what the prices are going to be for January for Medicare's premiums and deductibles for Medicare Part A and B, and it's going up.
Surprise, surprise. How much?
Collectively, quite a bit.
Oh.
So, for
You're gonna be
That's not
nobody's friend
good.
today.
She doesn't even want to say it.
She's not going to be
Kinda
anyone's
no.
friend today.
So, for Medicare Part B, B as in boy, which B covers your doctor services, and B is what is held out of your Social Security check. That's the premium that's held out of most people's Social Security check. So, for 2019, it was $135.50. And it's going up $9, so in 2020 it will be $144.60. So there's that. Medicare Part B's deductible, which is what you have to pay when you receive a service before it kicks in for your copayments. The deductible is increasing $13, so it was $185 in 2019, and it's going up to $198.
How did they come up with a $13 increase in a deductible?
I don't know, but the increase.
Neither does the government.
These increases, I don't know how it comes up with the amount, because it's $9.10 and then $13 increase. The increases for Part B are largely due to rising spending on the physician-administered drugs. And so these costs have a ripple effect and result in higher Part B premiums and deductibles. So, whatever that tells you, there's more here I could read about that, but anyways, it is what it is, doesn't really matter why. Medicare Part A. So most people, the premium for Part A is basically you get it free because you work so many quarters and you've paid into it during your working life. So there is no increase in the Part B or the Part A premium, I don't believe. But what everybody does face is the increase in the deductible. And it's going up $44. In 2019, it was $1,364, and in 2020, the hospital deductible will be $1,408. And the deductible, that's when if you are admitted as an inpatient in the hospital, it covers, you have to pay that deductible whether you're there 1 day or whether you're there 60 days, doesn't really matter. And that's for a benefit period, so you can face that deductible more than once a year, which is kind of a strange thing. But anyway, the deductible also applies toward skilled nursing facilities, so if you go into the nursing home for rehab for X number of days, and then after that deductible is met, if you're hospitalized for more than 60 days, then you pay a daily co-insurance, and that's gone up as well, but I'm not even going to go there because that doesn't happen often.
Dumb question here. President just had an executive order on this hospital stuff, transparency, to give us the right to know how much we're going to spend. So if the doctor says, Dale, you're ugly, you got to have a facelift, and I start shopping hospitals, I can look at St. Louis or Memphis or Little Rock or Fayetteville or Mountain Home or Kansas City and get my best price. How's that going to affect some of this stuff? Because it should save money. If you get one thing done in Fort Smith that's half the price of what it would be in St. Louis and the care is equal.
But your deductible is still the same.
The deductible stays the same, but overall in the next 10 years, 15, 20 years.
You're going to save the insurance. You could possibly save the insurance some money, but out of your pocket, you're pretty much going to be the same based on that deductible.
But if you start, let's say you saved them 15% over a 15-year period, couldn't that not knock that deductible down a little bit over, say, 15 years?
You think government's going to
you
lower
never
the
see
money?
anything go down.
I'm going to go with no, just because that is a hypothetical question that would never happen.
What was that cartoon I saw one time? He's talking to his insurance. My premium went up. He says, "Have you ever heard of the prices going down? I can't break tradition." Anyway.
Well, and there's things to think about receiving medical care outside of your region as well.
Yeah.
Now, if you have original Medicare, for the most part, there's not a whole lot of facilities that don't accept Medicare. They are out there, but there are some. But if you have something like an Advantage plan, now those a lot of times require a network, and so you won't be able to receive care in Fort Smith.
Well, yeah, you have to get it
has to be pre-approved.
Pre-approved, yeah.
Pre-authorization. Prior authorization. Prior
yeah.
authorization is what that is. So anyway, I guess this could be another little good news, maybe. We mentioned Medicare supplements, how these supplemental benefits of an Advantage plan are different than Medicare supplements. So a Medicare supplement, which is also called a Medigap policy, it's a plan that you have. So when you go to the doctor, you would use original Medicare A and B, and you would use this supplement to pay the gaps that Medicare doesn't cover. So, if we're looking at the 80%, 20% comparison, Medicare is going to pay their 80%, you're responsible for the deductibles and the 20%. This Medicare supplement or Medigap policy, which they're called, there are policies that will pay all of that.
No.
So you won't pay any co-payments out of pocket except for maybe one of the deductibles, or they have several different options for a Medigap policy. So you can get one. The best one that's out there is no longer going to be available after this year. It covers everything, all the deductibles, all of the co-payments, everything. So all you pay basically, literally, is your Medicare A and B premiums and your supplement premium, and then your drug plan premium. And you do have to pay your co-payments for your drugs. That's not included in the supplement, but usually that's just a few dollars. It's not too bad. So the supplemental plans can cover these high deductibles if you get the right one. There are some plans where you can get it where it'll only cover the Part A deductible, and so you would still have some co-payments, but you just have to shop around and do the math. And is it going to be worth it to pay this monthly premium every month? Is it going to be more cost effective to pay the monthly premium, or just pay your deductibles and your co-payments? You got to think about there is a chance that you could pay the hospital deductible more than one time a year. So you got to kind of think of all that cost. And it's insurance, it's a gamble. If you have a lot of, one of the big questions with a supplement is, can you afford it? Because it is a lot more expensive than an Advantage plan. Because you're looking at every month paying, what was the Part B, you're going to be paying $144.60 a month for Part B. Then you might pay another $20, $30, $40, $50 a month for your drug plan. Then if you want a supplement, you might pay another $150 to $250 a month for a supplement. But if you're a frequent flyer at a hospital, or everybody's health is eventually going to go down. It's like the difference between buying full coverage insurance for a car versus liability for the car.
Okay, why did they make this so difficult? Why is there so many? I'm sitting there thinking, it's a good thing Rand McNally made the roadmaps and not the government. Just seeing, looking over your shoulder here and seeing the paperwork. If this, then go here. Why is it so?
I don't know. Can't answer that.
It's the government for you.
It's insurance.
And I know you can't really have one size fits all, and they're trying to cover every base. But when you say, well, this is going up $13 here and this is going up, really? Where do they come up with this stuff?
I don't know. It's formulas and algorithms, and looking to see what percentage was spent over X amount of time, and what things are trended and spent on, and they have to just make adjustments to kind of cover those things. Yeah. As far as I can tell. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we'll go ahead and take that break. Give Jamie a little breathing. Any more bad news, Jamie?
No, I'm good.
Be right back.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home. Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Was it
7:47, finishing out the program, Area Agency on Aging. Jamie and Tina are here, and I think Tina has some stuff for us.
Yeah, Jamie's done with all the hard stuff, so I get to do the fun. I get to do the fun stuff now.
The Medicare class is over.
We need some fun stuff. So what we got going on is the Van Meter Senior Center is kind of skipping over Thanksgiving, although they do have a Thanksgiving meal coming up, but they're getting keyed up for Christmas. So they're going to have a bake sale December 12th, and so they're what they do is they have people donate
December 12th.
Baked goods. December 12th. And so they have people donate baked goods. If anyone is interested in doing that, you can deliver them to the Van Meter Senior Center in Cooper Park from 8 to 4 on Wednesday, December the 11th. And if you aren't interested in baking something and donating it, come on by December 12th. They're going to start the sale at 9 a.m. and it'll go through 4 p.m. And it will be in the area where they do the meals and stuff. And so on the 12th, they're going to have all kinds of activities going on because that's the day they're going to celebrate Christmas. So they'll have their meal and everything. They've got live music coming in, and that will be Joshua Michael. He's a country singer. He was there last year, and he'll be there from 11 to 12:30. It's his sponsors are Ignite Nutrition, Rural Storage, and the Furniture Depot. And he's going to have some Christmas country music to dine by. So that'll be a really fun thing. But anyone that's interested in coming in and hearing him, just come on in. The bake sale, like I said, will be from 9 to 4, the same day, December 12th, which is a Thursday. And they're going to have pies, cakes, cookies, everything you can dream of. They usually do a pretty good sale there. They have tons of stuff. And everything that's made on that bake sale goes to the Van Meter Senior Center and the Meals on Wheels program. So that's another one of their fundraisers. They are also going to have a cookbook sale. I think they put together a cookbook. So they're going to have that there too. So that's one of the fun things to do. And then my part of the Van Meter Senior Center, the whole area agency thing, where we're all located in Cooper Park, is that of the Adult Day Center. And what we are is a home-like environment where you can bring your loved one, leave them for the day or a few hours, however many days a week or a month you prefer. It's just a great place to drop them off so you can get away and get your things done that you need to do, especially this time of year when we get so active. It gives you a little break so they can drop off. They get to be social and have all kinds of activities. We'll participate in this Christmas party, and they have a great time when we do that. We go over and visit with everyone and be a part of what's going on. So we've always got fun stuff going on for them. They can choose to participate or not participate. It's up to them, but it's a great place to leave them, keep them from, sitting at home and being bored, staring out the window or staring at the TV. It gives them a lot of interaction with others. They make great friends when they come there, and we keep them busy, so it's a lot of fun.
And it's a great stepping stone, a great option. It's just like a daycare, a traditional daycare for children, but it's for adults. And it's a great option if you're looking at, one of the big mistakes caregivers make is caregiver burnout. They get themselves burnout trying to do it all and be all the time. And, oh no, nobody else, mom won't accept anybody else but me to help them with, whatever it might be. They won't leave the house. Well, my biggest suggestion is to try early on and pace yourself, because the road to caregiving is a long one.
Yes.
And the daycare is a great, affordable option to pace yourself and get yourself daily breaks during the day without feeling guilty, because so many people feel guilty about long-term care institution, placement there. And if you wait too long, then that can be your only option.
Yeah.
But if you don't wait and you start getting your loved ones used to things like this, it helps in the long term.
Yes.
A lot.
And that's one of our goals, is to help people stay home longer. And a lot of times the loved one, they don't want to go. They don't want to go to that place. They think it's a nursing home. It's nothing like a nursing home. Nursing homes have their place, but it's to keep you from going there as long as you want to, it's to help with that. And so they come in and they don't want to be there, and some of them are just, real grumpy and all, but after they're there a while, they love it. And they want to keep coming back. They enjoy seeing their friends and the interaction and stuff. So it does help the caregiver and the person they're caring for in different ways, but it keeps them both going. And like you said, it's such a huge thing for a caregiver to get a break. If it's just a couple of hours, it makes a huge difference. And burnout is bad. I mean, you can become ill as the caregiver, and then what's going to happen because you didn't get your needed rest and your needed breaks. And so we encourage that a lot, and it is very affordable for them to come there, and you can choose your own hours and your days, so you make it fit what works for you.
And we have grants that can help cover the costs if you want to just try it for a while. Try it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever, and we have grants that can help pay for that cost to make it even more affordable.
And we encourage people to come by and just visit us, and we like for the potential person that would be there to stay just a couple of hours and see how things go, or them and their family member can stay a couple of hours and just see what we do and see if it would work for them, because we are licensed by long-term care, so we have to meet a lot of requirements, and there's a lot of paperwork. So it's better if they can kind of check us out, see if it's something that will work for them, give it a try, and go from there. So and we are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if there's a working caregiver, kind of gives them time to get them in and to work and back. So, but if it's someone that just needs to run out and do an errand or go to a doctor's appointment, that's fine too. They just drop them when they need to and pick them up when they're ready. So.
And another challenge that we've had sometimes is, people will call our office first and say, that they need something, and we start mentioning this, and they'll kind of almost have like a stigma of, my mom or my dad would never agree to go to a daycare. And so, there's been times we've dealt with people that have different levels of dementia, and we can be creative, and we can work with them and say stuff like, okay, so what's something that your mom or dad used to do during their life? What's something that they were were they a teacher? Did they like to go to school, or do they really have to go to work? Do they feel like it would be fulfilling for them to go to a job every day? And is that something that they feel almost kind of lost since they're home all the time? Well, then we can
develop that position
develop
for
a
them.
plan. Yes. And make it to where we can lie. I mean, it's a white lie. It's a lie. But we can lie to them. We can lie to them. And
we develop a routine for them that fits that need, So we had one person that managed, and so we had stuff for him to do every day so he could feel like he was managing our facility. We've had teachers, and they teach, they read or they talk about different things. Can you tell us about this? And so that's their job. I mean, we find ways. We do have to have a care plan for each client. So that's,
So you kind of tap their past
yeah.
memory/history.
Yeah. Part of the paperwork is telling us about them and what they did. And we look at every bit of that, and then we add it into their care plans. So
it seems like it could be important looking at the health of both sides of the fence, though. You got the health. As you get older, you've got to stay active. You've got to be engaging. You've got to still be involved.
Interaction is key.
Yeah. But on the other side of the fence, if you're the caregiver and you're putting 24/7 in to take care of that person, if you don't take a break for yourself every now and then, you're talking about getting burned out, but a lot of times you reach that point and not even know that you're there. And you may not see where getting a break and time away is needed right now, but if you go ahead and take a little bit of time here and there for yourself and get some things done and kind of get a break, it may keep you from getting burned out at a later date. So.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I know that y'all's broadcast covers quite a range, and so we do have an adult daycare here, and we have one in Harrison. So both of them can accept people, and we do the same thing at both.
Yep, we do. And I think the hours are a little different in Harrison. They're 7:30 to 4:30, maybe.
Not sure.
A little different, but it still works for what they've got going on over there. So, we do basically the same type things and activities, so it's a good thing.
And even if you don't want to, if you're interested in talking, give us a call or come by and visit and see it for yourself, and try to develop a plan with Tena, and we can talk ahead of time before that family member even gets there, and see what you're gonna do. I remember there was somebody one time that their job was folding towels. There was somebody there one time that they would even go throughout the rest of the building. It's a locked facility, but they would go in and out, and they would get a paycheck at the end of the week, but the wife knew how it worked or whatever, and he was managing things or whatever. It might have been that same one, but he'd come over and talk to us and tell us what was going on over there that day, and he'd go right back over. And I mean, it's a really good deal. We can really work with you because it's very
pretty creative to make it work. So
final 2 minutes.
Okay, well, we're in Cooper Park, 1101 Spring Street. Come by and visit the whole facility. Get a tour of the whole facility if you've not been there. Baxter House is in the northeast corner of the building, so you go around the building. And our number is 425-7585 for anyone that would like to call and speak to me about what we have available. And the senior center is 424-3054 if you have questions about the bake sale, the Thanksgiving dinner, the Christmas dinner and party, or just what goes on there. It's a lot of activity over there in that senior center. So, and again, the bake sale will benefit the Meals on Wheels program, which we've talked about before extensively, and the Van Meter Senior Center. And then y'all have...
And then at the Area Agency on Aging, we're kind of like the umbrella over all of it. So any of the resources you can find out at our office. We've got the Medicare counseling going on right now. We've got general case management, which is let's start here and figure out where you're at and what benefits and services might help you the most. We've got an in-home care program. We can help with the caregiver grants. We've got housing. We've got, I don't even know,
Ombudsman.
Ombudsman, the long-term care ombudsman if you're having trouble in the nursing homes. We've got, gosh, there was something
Care
else.
coordinators, did you say that?
Uh-huh. And our phone number is 425-9811.
9811. Wow, lots of info today.
Yeah, gosh, there was one other thing. Oh, the Life Alert, the Lifeline buttons. We've got those too.
Sounds
we can
good.
help with
We
that.
got to wrap it up. Thanks for being here.
All right.
We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.